The shadows proud.
Well, hello and welcome, everyone. Great to have you all here. Thank you so very much on a fucking cold morning. This bird definitely isn't a penguin, mate. It is a great balmy 2 degrees here. Freezing my little fucking whatever's off. And got no brace on today. I should have it on, but I forgot to put it on and I wasn't walking back up the fucking house. So hope everyone is tip-top, fantastic, and living their best life. What a week. God damn, what a week. I've been busier than a one-legged man at an ass-kicking contest, but I still made it here. And cheers to everyone being here. Two things probably to address first and foremost this week is, one, the issue over the Bonza mech is not a fucking issue. Some people have been complaining about tingling when they get when they pick up and use the bare metal versions. Yeah. It's not an issue. It's who goes around licking their fucking mech mods. I will not ever know or understand. But yeah, okay. The other side of that is cloning. We all know China does it. Oh, hello, stranger. I'll go through chat. The other one is cloning things. People out there are cloning other people's fucking IP. And it's pissing me off. And if it don't stop, I'm going to start calling out fucking names. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. Companies manufacture stuff, put shitloads into there you go, Kaploppy. Companies put shitloads of research and development, money, time, effort into making products, and people just go out there and try and fucking rip it off. I'm fucking disgusted. All right, Voorhees, you take care, man. Look after yourself, and we'll catch up soon. So yeah, I'm pissed about it. It's disgusting. So anyway, see, no licking, no tingling. And yeah, like I said, as far as cloning goes, the people that are doing it can, in my opinion, can fuck right off. Can't put too fine a point on it. So anyway, my week. Yeah, Bunny, 100%. Mate, and it's Kyle, you fucking vicious fucker. Love it. Yeah, how to distract a fuckwit. Get Kyle in conversation and dress at the birdie. Yeah, it's in my opinion, it's just not on. So, and even to the point where they're putting the original company's logo on it. It's fucking China and Purge all over again. So yeah, if the person that's doing it is watching and lurking, mate, if you don't stop it, I'm going to fucking call you out publicly. I'm going to put you on blast. I may not have much impact, but people are going to know who you are. And I don't give a fuck. So anyway, my week. Work's been crazy busy. Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's been crazy busy, but it's been busy. Still had me off-cider all week. Had 404. People have been trying to get liquids cloned, and someone is actually cloning a device. So, yeah. Exactly, Coil. Exactly. So, there you go, 404. It probably won't affect you. It's more of a UK thing than a US thing. But, yeah, I'm pissed about it. I'm really, really annoyed, to be honest with you. Really fucking annoyed. So I just had to get that out there. 404, that's a different kettle of fish, mate. Honestly, that's a completely different kettle of fish. That IP is no longer in the world. It's dead. It's buried. It's gone. And if someone clones that, then that's a different kettle of fish. But when something is still actively made, you're ripping off people's livelihoods. So yeah. Gaming vapor, that is really shit to hear. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I was getting to it. My wife was in hospital yesterday to have 90% of her teeth taken out. The poor bugger. I was actually close to not streaming this week because Sandra was going into hospital. Actually, I'll go back to the beginning. Sandra was supposed to have a gastroenterologist appointment yesterday. And on Tuesday during the week, she gets the phone call from the hospital to say, look, we've had a cancellation. You fucking lunatic, Josh. Yeah, so she gets a phone call from the hospital to say, hey, Sortel, to say that, look, we've had a cancellation. We want to get you in on Friday. So we've duck shoved the gastroenterologist's appointment around. And so I took Sandra to hospital yesterday morning. And they said she was going to be in overnight for observations because of all the blood thinners and everything else like that she's on after the heart attack. So I wasn't expecting her to be home, so I wasn't going to stream. They take her in. She was in and out in the day. I brought her home last night from hospital, and all has gone well, but she's just basically got no fucking teeth. And no, I'm not going to get a gummy job, even though that's my lifelong dream. Johnny, that Sandra's my wife, mate. So yeah, I brought her home. She's got her head wrapped in a fucking bandage with ice packs on either side to keep the swelling down. Her face is as numb can be. Yeah, so the poor bugger's in a fair bit of pain and can only eat soup and shit and, gum stuff. So, yeah. That's where it stands with Sandra. Other than that, even though that having to go into hospital really pushed her anxiety through the roof, she's doing so much fucking better. I'm so proud of her. We actually went out for a couple of hours last Sunday. Which was lovely to get her out of the house, even though it was only just up the road, and it was, something that everybody does normally every day. Sandra, to get her out of the house has been a rough trot, but now she's doing phantasmagorical. And I've got to tell you, setting up this morning, I'm a fuckwit. Got the, and I'll show you this in the buffet, but it's at 400 watts, and I thought I'd juiced it up, and I hadn't, and I took a fucking rip at 400 watts and near fell out of my chair. So, yeah, it was one of those things, mate, that, my lungs were not happy, shall we say. Anyway, enough waffling on. I'll go through chat. So I'm running on very little sleep, so I do apologize if I'm a bit scattered. So, but yeah, here we go. Right. Come on, Birdy. Let's concentrate. Tim No Zebras, prime position, first cab off the rank, 8 hours early. If it's not dedication, I'll give the game away. But morning to you, Tim. And to answer your question, no, that parcel hasn't moved. It doesn't show up in has landed here as yet. And they left the UK at the same time, which is crazy. And Coil, what's a smock mod? I have no idea. Never had one. So, Coil, g'day to you and Mason. Cheers for tuning in, and appreciate you guys. Johnny D 5590, great to have you here, Johnny D. Cheers. Tim's got no zebras. They're out running around loose in a paddock, like Tim's brain running around out loose in a paddock. And so, Brian Enoch, hope you're home, having a cold one, relaxing, maybe even a bit of shed time, and cheers for tuning in, brother. Robert Lawyer from the mean streets of Philadelphia. Great to have you here, my mate. Hope everything is phantasmagorical with you and you are fucking tip-top. My darling Aileen Bell. Up bright and early. Cheers for tuning in, Aileen. Your support is always loved and you are loved. So thank you for being here. Then the coolest cat in town, mixed by Kaz. I hope you are fantastic, my bro. Great to have you here. Love and respect to you too, my brother. And then we have the punk rock guitarist, the little garden gremlin that is Craig. Cheers for tuning in, my mate. And hope you and Amy are fantastic, and love to Amy as well, as always. Gaming Vapor, great to have you here, mate. And I appreciate you, bro. Very, very, very much. And I heard you bought yourself a little toy. So congratulations on that. I hope it's working well for you. The man that I've seen too much of already this morning, Dave Watman, Handmade Coils. Mate, next time I ring you, please put some fucking pants on. You make me blush because you've got too much. I'm jealous. But yeah, I'll change your name to fucking Donkey because you hung like one. Tim, it's definitely not fucking nowhere near summer here yet. I think we're still getting fucking colder. Like I said earlier, I'll answer that question in a second, MTL. Once I go through chat. So from Dave Watman, we scroll down and we get to Amrit Sandhu. Great to have you here, mate. Thank you very, very, very much. And good evening to you too, my mate. From Amrit, the Vaping Snowman, a.k.a. Mike Frost. Cheers, brother. Hope you're doing fantastic. From as you can see, I'm rubbing my hands together because I'm trying to keep them fucking warm. It is fucking freezing. And I've got the heater going and it's doing fuck all. And my beautiful big sister, Jane Dowd. Love you, my sis. To the moon and back. From Jane, we go to Unicorn Blends, your little Welsh git. I hope you're fantastic. Thanks for being here, mate. And I learned something about Unicorn Blends during the week. He is one sarcastic fuck, and I was impressed. Man after my own heart. Well done. Jimmy Deathrage, I'll swap you any fucking day, mate. I love 97 degrees. So, and from there we go to my subcontinental brother, BVA Reviews. Hope you're fantastic, my mate. Thanks for being here. And keep up, mate. That last reel that you put up on Instagram, that was so cleverly done, mate. I was very impressed by that. Very impressed. So, well played to you, my mate. And we keep going down. Oi, fucking oi. Just Josh. Hope you're fantastic, mate. Hope you're squirting away quite merrily over there. Nikki V, good evening to you, darling. Hope you're fantastic. Thanks for the chat during the week. I appreciate it. Leander Mangan, my darling. Great to have you here, Leanne. And thank you. I appreciate you. Please shout Mason out. The little fuck hits me when you tell him, Mason, clip over the back of the head now and run. Free Rider Vapor, great to have you here, mate. Thanks. I saw further down in your comments that the minions are still on leave. You want to get them corralled, mate, so otherwise they don't cause too much fucking mischief. JVJ. John the Vaping Joker, great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much. I hope you're fucking well. And keep going down. The Purple Princess, Vapor Bunny. Sorry, Bunny, but I've got the purple fridge on the desk today. And I love it, except for when I hit it and the cotton's not saturated. It's straight cotton and you vape 400 watts of cotton. It hurts. And Kari Vahamaki, my Finnish brother. Great to have you here, mate. It's been a bit since you've been in, but I hope you're fantastic, mate. I really do. From Kari, we go to Kerploppy. Kerploppy, you're a fucking madman. Love it, man. Birdman Mods, free beard in every box. Get your birdie bling ready today. Love it. Love it, Kerploppy. Thank you, my mate. Voorhees, like I said, mate, you go and rest up and spend out and about with the fam, enjoy it, mate. Enjoy your time with your family. That's most important. From Voorhees, we keep scrolling down to 404 Artiface. Great to have you here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you are well. Duchess, it is unethical. It, and yes, scum of the earth. It, like I said before, mate, if a product is no longer available and there's basically no chance of it coming back, then I don't have an issue with it. But it's disgusting, immoral, unreprehensible, in my opinion, when a product is still available. So, yeah, fuck you to the person that's doing it. Absolutely zero respect for you. Sean Lynch, cheers, mate. Hope you're tip-top phantasmagorical, and thank you very much. From there, we keep scrolling down. I'm not really reading the chat as I scroll down, so I'll be honest. Keep scrolling down. MTLHC, good afternoon to you, my mate. Hope you're fantastic. Good morning from me. Thanks for being here, mate. And Sawteel, I'm still bouncing off the walls, mate, at your good news from last week. Oh, excuse me, mate. Keep it up, man. Just positive vibes only. Positive vibes only to you, my friend. From there, we keep going down to, I think I might have just about everyone now, getting close. And I know that what, oh, you bastard. It jumped on me. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, it did jump and jumped fucking a fair way on me. Thank you for all the well wishes regarding Sandra. I do appreciate it greatly. Jimmy Death Rage, mate. Cheers, brother. I don't know. I'll try and show it because I bought myself a little toolbox. I showed it last week in Zoom, but I bought myself this little toolbox and it sits right beside me, English second language, and it's perfect for just putting all my little doodads, so I'm not losing shit all over the table. I can just reach right there and it's bang. It's brilliant. What are you saying there, Gaming? It's rough. I have to get my jaw teeth out in a month. And Gaming, after what my wife went through, man, no, you'll handle it. You'll handle it. You'll be sweet. So, yeah, don't stress too much about it. You had a root canal. The jawbone got infected. My entire lower face. Oh, Robert. Oh, man. Wow. That's horrendous. Fuck. Jesus. Shit, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that. Sean Lynch. I think I said you before, but I'll say it again. Now, you're on the phone. Don't worry about being Jim, mate. The amount of typos and shit that I make while I'm on the phone, like while I'm watching a live stream and trying to type, yeah, I look like an autistic millipede the way I type. Brogan Lee, my darling, wonderful to have you here. Thank you very much. And from Brogan, we keep going down. Okay, I'll address it now. MTLHC, what's my verdict on the 400-watt fridge? I love it. I've had zero issues with the contacts. Yeah, I've had no problems except for hitting it at 400 watts with no liquid in there. So, yeah, that's the only thing I can say about it. But I've had not a single issue, and it has lived its whole life at 400 watts. Andy C, fantastic, mate. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your support. Yeah, I thank you. Okay, keep scrolling down. Jane's quiet. She's dealing with food. Jane, I'm fucking starving. So can you send some my way, please, love? Nicky Maynard, you fucking legend. Great to have you here, my mate. And it jumped again. God, I hate that. Back to where I was. Yes. Yeah, we all miss Sawteel's channel, but real life takes over, mate. Sawteel does fantastic reviews, mix as well, mate. Yeah. And I'm sure he'll feel better once he'll go back to it once he's feeling better. Johnny D, don't take what I said as a personal attack or anything like that, because it's not meant that way. I've got clones because you can't buy the originals anymore. I don't have many, but yeah, look, that's not what I'm referring to. I'm talking about stuff that you can still actively buy. JVJ, 59 today. Congratulations, brother. Happy birthday. I didn't think you were older than me, but there you go, eh? But no, many happy returns. And, mate, I'm glad to hear that you've had a great day. Congratulations on me reaching 59 years. And I think Rogan, Duchess, and Suki. Bird is the word. Hope you're fantastic, mate. Thanks for being here. Hope things are great in Germany. Jane M2W1D. Great to have you here, Jane. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate you. And I think that covers me. I had a sister side was a golf ball removed from the roof of my mouth. Ugh. Kaplop. Yes, that's a lot less than fun. That's fucking ridiculously. I've got no top teeth. I've had all my top teeth taken out, but I had them done in a dentist chair. So, Tim, I would not cast stones if I was you, because you're older than fucking all of us, mate. So, those that live in glass houses should not throw stones. JVJ, I can make you blush if I fucking put out me starfish, that's for sure. Not that anyone wants to see that. And talking of starfishes, let's have a butthole. My favourite one, butthole in a bag. Yeah, told you, revenge is sweet, Tim. Worse than 1980s Top of the Pops. So tonight, false top and bottom. No, only top. I can't. I'd have to have surgery to have a bottom denture put in for me, because my mouth is too bony. So they'd actually have to cut my gums open, grind back the bone on the inside of my mouth, and stitch it back up. So, yeah, no, fair enough, Tim. But yeah, for me, that's what they'd have to do. So yeah, I've got to try and keep the ones I've got. So, so this week, the usual, I will be doing a buffet, nothing over the top. And I'm going to go full-blown retro on what we build tonight. We were talking about it last week. You want me to take me choppers out and vape at 400 watts? That's easy. I'm going to look at the Tsunami RDA because we were talking about it. We're going to have a look at a little Russian mech, a number of years old. I'm going to build an Asgard and put it on the Atom X by SilverCraft Creations. Okay, 400 watts. And did I even turn that camera on yet? I don't think I did. Let's have a look there. No, I didn't. There goes the teeth. Flip over cameras. As you can see, 400 watts. Flip back over. No problems. And yes, Kaploppy, it is the XL. There you go. 400 watts. And I got lucky there because it was just starting to go dry. Yes, Kaploppy, it is the XL. It is. I was given. Oh, you mean the Asgard XL? Yes. But the mod, I will say, I was gifted it. I was gifted it by Pete and AJ from Just Josh. I don't know. I can't bend that far because the only person that I'm going to suck off is myself, mate. That I can promise you. Pete and AJ from the FP Vape Show, they yes, hashtag Team Free Shit. They did a review on it and they looked at each other and said, well, neither of us are going to really use it. Birdy's the only idiot we know, and he'll use it at 400 watts. He fucking gums up. So yeah, they graciously sent it to me probably about a year ago now. And yeah, I love it. I've had not a single issue with it. Straight up, it's been fantastic. So, and it's in my wheelhouse. You know, like I like stuff that's high powered. So yeah, that's excuse me. That's actually I need coffee. Anyway, anyone who wants to buy me a coffee can't because I don't ask for handouts. And that's four cups of coffee in one. Yeah, I don't ask for handouts. So yeah, there you go, Dave. And that camera angle's just a little bit off at the moment, in my opinion. So I'm just going to change that down to there. That one, that's better. Why is that? It's not doing what I want it to do. Why? There. Optimized. So Duchess, you got no idea, mate. Johnny D, thank you for the thought, mate, but no. Mate, I have enough trouble driving a car, let alone driving a high-powered fucking car. I have enough trouble driving a truck, let alone driving a high-powered car. But that's very generous of you, mate. Jane, 100%. 100%. And I still can't even get one of them. So, just me being a sarcastic fuck, Tones, which is normal. And good morning to you, my mate. Hope you are phantasmagorical. So, yeah. All right. Let's get a bit of a buffet happening here.
Neon haze in the night sky, clouds rising high. Plastic kings in a vapor dream. Vapor fair, let's see them mobs. Show me the glow, show me the gods. Vapor fair, where the brave exhale. Blow that storm, blaze that trail.
Okay, so here we are. First off, I will kill that light. That's better. We have the fuck pig still sitting on the drone. Yes, I know it's a squonk mod. Do I care? No, it works. In the FP, I've run this all week. It's been fantastic. Actually, really enjoying it. The Welsh custard from ModFog. you kind of sort of right there, Nick Maynard, except it just feels really strange. And good morning to my brother Quilly. Great to have you here. Thank you very, very much. Then I have the early bird, really small turnstone on top of the Mod Maker Revival. Now, Rick is selling the remaining stock of these off. So if you want to jump over and grab yourself a bargain, go over and talk to that one will get you just Josh. Yeah, jump over and see Mod Maker UK. There's only a few left if he hasn't sold out already, but I think this is a bang for buck. It is a solid mechanical mod that you can really just use daily, and minimum of maintenance, and great value for money. Yeah, the little purple drip tip, I think I got this one off Typhoon as well. I'm not 100%, but in that setup, I am running Dark and Stormy from Shytots, and yeah, absolutely love this stuff. You know, to me, that camera's off now. What's going on here? Cameras are all playing fucking silly buggers on me, because that's not where it should be. That's where it should be. Thank you. Done. Sorted. I had to do an update on software this morning, so things are a little bit all over the fucking shop, camera wise. Then we've got, as I said, the Hog 400 with the Asgard XL, and look, like you saw, 400 watts. In that, I have another, and this is a liquid that does like power, the Saucy Sunday from Shytots. Love that stuff as well. Yeah, Suki. Look, I drew the analogy with the Revival like the Kennedy, but it's not. It performs very well, and it's not anywhere near as expensive. Then we have the mod that everyone likes to lick. Don't get it, but there you go. In that is I'm using the Easy Dripper with the Lcious Strawberry Swirl. Love you, Kaz. Great to have you here, my man. Thank you. Just lick it, buddy. That's what she said. Coil, I put 3mm jewels in it, and it fucking works sensational. But I could see you say, I could understand why you say that with a 5mm single. Yeah, it was a mate. I'm really impressed with the FP. I think it's fantastic. I really do. The only thing that surprised me is I thought it'd be very airy, but it's not. It is not restricted, but it's restricted by my standard, which is Dave. Yeah, exactly. Coil, and yes, I agree with that statement. It's a Kennedy sub. Look, I love my Kennedys and I treasure them, but mate, I don't want to disparage the mod, but I call it a beta mod. You know, like you can just, it's very robust. You can not throw it around, but you know, it can take a bit of a battering, and yeah, it great work. Then I've got the Anarchy on the Atlas. Jane, don't be like that. In that, I've got the Lcious Boysenberry Jam Scone. This is just just a wow setup. And last but not least, that, like I said, this is daily for me. The Voltrove 38 V2 on the 040S, and in that is the Shytots paired. And Jane, I am going to have to need to order more of that. So Scones in Radelaide too, Birdy. Yep, fair enough, mate. So that is my buffet for this morning, evening, wherever you are in Johnny D. That's the Voltrove 38 V2, and the mod is the Zero Mods AU S40, and that just lives there. It works absolutely. Yeah, Jane, exactly. It's a thirsty fucker. Actually, so's the fuck pig for that matter. The FP is very thirsty, but it is what it is. And Jane, like I've said in past weeks, the paired, which really surprises me, I can vape in the house and Sandra, it doesn't turn Sandra's stomach. So, yeah, it's great. And, I don't leave mechs set up. So when I go to bed of an evening, the batteries come out, gets put in the garage, rah, rah, rah. And then when I come home from work, it's the first thing I pick up and grab. So I'm vaping that probably at least 5 hours a day and 12 hours a day on a weekend, But I have 12 setups running at any given time, 10 to 12 setups. Only when I vape on my own purple tip Kerploppy. And I'm too fat these days to bend that far. So, unfortunately, I wish I could. I really wish I could. Yeah. Yeah, I think, hang on. Just doing the numbers in my head. It's at least 10 that I've got sitting beside my armchair of an evening watching the Idiot Box. It's so I can, and there's so many different flavors in there that I just, so I never get bored of a liquid, for want of a better term. It's, I can't sit and puff on the same liquid all day, every day. I just can't do it. It just, I get bored really quickly. So, I suppose we should get down to doing some building. Jane, yes, I am so looking forward to that. But don't send that package because I want to order some more stuff for Sandra, please. And I'm not taking no for an answer this time. I want to transfer. I'll just transfer you the money. I've got your fucking PayPal. I don't care. Jim, you can jog on with your crackle, mate. It doesn't work for me. It definitely doesn't work for me. So, like I said, I'm going to build an Asgard and put it on the Atom X. This was a mod that I actually actively sourced. Oh, Flavour Craver, lick your batteries. Great to have you here, fam. Thank you very much. Look, Adam, I understand that. I really do. Like when it comes to re-wicking time, it's a bastard. I take up the kitchen bench, and then Sandra either wants to do lunch or cook tea or something like that, and I'm a pain in the ass. I wasn't sure, Flavour Craver, but Sandra come home last night, so I was comfortable in streaming this morning. She come home from hospital. Poor bugger's tucked up in bed. Well, she could be up by now, although she hasn't sent me a message to say she's awake. But yeah, this Atom X was a mod that I actually chased. Did I turn that back on? I don't think so. We'll turn that on and flip over cameras. So yeah, as you can see, well, the camera might not pick it up, but this was silver plated. It was in very poor condition when I got it. I did buy it secondhand, but it was just something that I really wanted because I wanted the whole collection of SilverCraft. I've sold one of my well, actually traded. I didn't sell it. I traded one of my SilverCraft, and I haven't sourced the last few that they've done. So yeah, just a little 21700 single battery mech. It is a rad piece. I also have the 18650 version of it, Adam, and I actually got this made. That's the 1850 version, which is called the Atom, and this was never silver plated. This bunny, yeah, SilverCraft actually made this for me. He had some Juma left over, and he said, "Yeah, I'll make you one." And I got him to make. Well, he made 3, and sold the other 2 as well. And yeah, this thing, it's a fantastic little mod. But because I wanted this one because it's 21700. So we've got that to build. We've got the now this is a little Russian 18650 mod, and if I put some glasses on, I might be able to read it. What's it called? The Vape Mechanic. What does that say on the bottom? I can't even fucking read that, even with these on. So, but yeah, we'll pull this apart. We'll have a look at this. Yeah, I picked this up from Woftham's actually. So, a little 18650 number, and we're going to put the Tsunami on it. We were talking about the Tsunami the other week, and so I thought, I know I've got one of them, so we will build this fella. So that's the plan, but we'll go over the mech first and get myself into a position where we can see. So zoom that in a bit. As you can see, he's doing well, Bunny. He's doing really well. I spoke to him during the week. He's very, very, very busy at the moment. Yeah, it's still alive, exactly. He works in the ski fields, and so yeah, he's super busy at the moment. I'm just trying to read what that says. Yeah, it's really hard to read. The script on it is quite worn. So yeah, little like I said, little 18650 jobby. Very, very simple. And you can lick this mod all day long and you won't get a shock out of it. Little brass tube. No lining. Constant contact. Made in Russia. There's the serial number 627. And again, really no, I will do. No, it doesn't. It looks like Sputnik Kerploppy, but it's not. And this is another one you don't need any tools to maintain. Now, because this piece here just unscrews. And this is a number of years old as well, obviously. There's still a bit of cleaning cloth in there. Get that out if I can. So I want to get that out of those threads. There we go. So yeah, it just unscrews. On a spring. There's your constant contact. Oh, that's really out of focus, isn't it? About there, I think, maybe. So your battery butts up to here, sits in, obviously, in that ring, and there's your button. So the spring carries no current because it's attached to the white Delrin. Sits on there, and that button is the that spring is machined flat, so you get really good response from it. And slide you back in there. And the tolerances on this are very, like for something this old, yeah, it probably does, Bunny. Actually, you know what it is? It's from when I threw it in the citric acid. Cheryl Demers, great to have you here, darling. Thank you. Much appreciated. But this, like I said, the spring carries no current, so that's a pro. You get less voltage drop from that. And like I said, no tools required to clean it. Just screw that down, and it's a constant contact. So for something that old, and I forget exactly how old it is, but it is a number of years. So yeah, very, very simple. Nice engraving on spanner. That's what it says. Musket vape. I think it says musket vape spanner, because there's your spanner. So I deciphered it. There you go. So we'll just sit that to the side. We're going to have a look at the Tsunami. This is not brand new. This is secondhand. Quite old. 22mm. Geek bait. RDA. Put that to the side. Velocity style deck. No branding on the outside, so that's what makes it look even cleaner. You can run this in single or dual coil mode. It is true undercoil airflow, very similar to the Kennedy. It is hybrid safe, just. It doesn't look like it, but it is, and that insulator does protrude past the threads as well. Big Jem Boo and Skylar, great to have you here, Jem. Thank you very much for tuning in. So I'm very comfortable about putting this on a hybrid mechanical mod. Let's get out the build stand, my little bearded Viking Customs build stand. And pop goes the weasel. And yes, I am going to use some of Dave's coils. These are not a low build. These are quite a high build. They are, there's the specs there. Aliens, 3mm, NI90, 0.1 joule. So because it's 0.1 or above, I have no drama sharing my resistance. It's only once I go below 0.1, I will not share my resistance. Okay, that's right. There are Allen keys. So get out the Allen keys. And I think from memory they're 1.5. Let's double check. Yes, they are. As you can see, a velocity style deck. And I don't mind using velocity style decks. I know a lot of people are a bit more iffy about it, but I'm not. I suppose I didn't. Resistance is futile, 100%, Adam. Couldn't agree with you more. Just make sure I've got them nice and wide open. So we'll get out these lovely Dave Watman handmade coils. Oh, poor Coal Star Cloudy. Great to have you here, my mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. And 404. Mate, no dramas about falling asleep. I can respect that, mate. You work bloody hard. So, and like I said before, I pre-bend the legs on a velocity style deck. So I just, with some flat bladed pliers, I just turn them 90 degrees. And flat brake and turn again. No, that one's got to go a little bit further. It sprung back. Yep, done. Here's one done. And yeah, Bunny, a lot of the older RDAs do hold their own, and people think, they're, because they're old, they're shit. They have to be shit, but they're not. These coils are probably not quite wide enough for this, but so be it. We will make this work. We will make it work. Yeah, I can't say I'm not a fan of them, Gem. I don't mind them at all. Is there other decks that are out there that are easy to build? 100%. But look, you just make do with what you got. And I got this, and although saying this, there is definitely other decks out there that are easier to build, 100%. But you don't always have to have the latest and greatest, is what I'm saying. Yeah, probably. Breeze tones, I'm not 100% certain. There's plenty of, well, like I've said before, I didn't start vapping till 2018. So, and I did start with, stock coil tanks and whatnot. And that looks almost even. Maybe that can just go across a little bit. But anything with this style of airflow, I fucking love. Any dripper, that is. Well, I don't mind it on tanks either, just quietly. So we'll bend this leg back out. And bend that leg out. I just do. And funnily enough, you say that, Breeze Tones, that was my brother-in-law, God rest his soul. That was his first, the Innikin POC X. I think I only threw it out a few months ago. Obviously, the battery had died because my brother-in-law was the man who got me into vaping. So, Aspire POC X, yes. Fair enough, 404. You go do life, mate. Absolutely. Yes, and Bunny, you're 100% right. It was the Aspire. Because I can still see the box, like in my mind. Let's have a look at that, how they're sitting. They're looking pretty fucking bang on. John Solomon's great to have you here, mate. I know you're on, you had a poppy nap. Good on you, man. Well, you're on holidays. You deserve to. Let's get in here and trim this lead. One. Make sure that's nice and near, not touching anything. This is the one I've got to get close with. Beautiful. Fucking job done, weights right. Oh, yours was a strawberry milkshake, Adam. Mine was Anarchist Blue. To be honest with you, that was my first e-liquid that I liked, and I still use it to this day. Stuart Valentine, you fucking bandit. G'day, mate. Hope you are phantasmagorical. So let's wake up the world's most beaten up Odin. We definitely don't want 67 watts. We'll get it down to about 25, somewhere about that. That'll do me. And let the process begin. Oh, that's still a little bit off. There we go. Oh, yes, of course it's a new resistance, you dickhead. Yes, accept resistance. Thank you. John Solomon, that is an offer I think is a very, very, very hard pass, mate. Now, if you were talking about Dave Watman, might not pass that up so easily. Heating up pretty fucking nicely. A little bit spaced, but I'm not going to fuss about that. A little bit uneven there. That's better. That looks pretty damn good. And these are fucking tip-top fantastic. All right, we'll take up a bit more power. 39.5. Mate, how quickly did that change? Like, just so easy to get these coils glowing and blowing, as Batman would say. Even though I cloned his saying, I still give him credit for it. Don't want to take them too far up. You don't want to get them glowing white hot. We will get them up because it's going to run a bit hotter than that. So we'll get them up. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, they are sensational. Look at that. All right. We'll just let them cool down. We will flippy over cameras. You'll see me with me Anthony Ramellas on. I will take a bit of coffee, but I have to take the Anthony Ramellas off. Otherwise, the coffee mug hits me in the face. We will get some Cloud9 happening. Oh, double tap. Get some Cloud9 happening on it. Get it in these beautiful Dave Watman handmade coils. And put you out of the road. Get my very sharp scissors. And again, a shout out to Cloud9 for sending me some more cotton that I received actually before last week's stream, to be honest with you. So this is how I do it. I just get it about halfway and split it. And probably that's going to be a little bit thick for 3mm. Tear some off. Nice little bit of tension on that. As you can see, it's just moving that coil. Just. To me, that's how I like my cotton to sit in my coil. Tear off another little bit off that one. Oh, now you've tested me, Bruce Haynes. I don't dare before my time. Bunny's the elephant when it comes to memory and shit like that. She remembers all that sort of stuff. Down to the deck. Cut you off. Down to the deck. Cut you off. Give it a little bit of a reiki outy action. So hopefully next week. Oh, really? It's still on their website. Wow. Oh, okay. Gaily Bops used to have one. Right. Bunny, do you ever stay in touch with some of the old bitches? I'm not too happy with that. If you lift. Oh, excellent. Excellent, Bunny. Like I said, I went back and watched most of your live streams that you girls did, and I had an absolute fucking laugh watching them. They were fantastic. I really wish I knew about it when you girls were going live. Oh, they both recently. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Very happy for them. Like, I know they wouldn't know me from a bar of soap, but tell them congratulations and yeah, all pass on all my best, please. Definitely having a fucking seniors moment here. Very much a seniors moment. Here we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, I have absolutely no fucking idea what liquid I'm going to put on this yet. None. Absolutely none. I think I might try and go for something a little bit sweeter today. Actually, I know what I'll put on it. I know what I'm going to put on it. I'm going to put some Divine on it. I haven't vaped this for a hot minute. Or was it last week? Christ only knows. Don't want to go too heavy-handed saturating this because otherwise it'll piss out the air holes. Need to bring that wattage down too while I'm thinking about it. 20 watts will do for getting this in all absorbed. Oh, I've got plenty of custards going at the moment, Josh. I want something a bit lighter. Probably could have come down on that. Probably come down a little bit on that coil. I'm reckoning this camera is going to time out on me in a second. That one's all right. Jane, you want the only truth? You want the honest truth? It's only because Locum's not down here, actually. And Locum would have been perfect for this build. Absolutely perfect for this. Okay, what's our final resistance? 0.11. I can live with that. Happy days. Just got to take it off camera to get that, because the O-rings on this are actually quite tight. Yeah, both sides going right. Okay. Let's get this on this little beastie. And line those airflow slots back up. One, two, both sides. Beautiful. Grab a fresh battery off the charger. Gathunk. Even though this has venting down, I still go positive up. We have vaporers. Excuse me. Oh, bless my cotton picking socks. Beer Gut Gaming. Hey, g'day, mate. Excuse me. Hang on, better blow my nose. No one wants to hear that, do they? No. Anyway. Wipe all the snot off me mustache. Flip over cameras. And here we go. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Best blow that nose 100%, Dave. Airflow is fucking incredibly smooth. Incredibly smooth. But it's undercore. What do you expect, you know? You can close it down. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Jesus. That one near blew me head off. June's on the dark and stormy tonight. Need something. Jane, sorry, is on the dark and stormy. I got the dark and stormy in me revival. Thank you, Johnny D. But yeah, it's not a wild ass build. It's just a pretty mild, you know. Followed through. Nah. Hang on, I've got a bit of snot on my beard. No, I don't think so. I think I'm right. I agree with that, Jane. Dark and stormy is a great stand-in when you can't have a drink. There's a little bit more drippage action. I tend to drip straight down. I don't paint my coils. So and that's bloody nice. That is a bloody nice. That's what I was trying to do before. But you're a bell end bird and you're going the wrong fucking way about it. So there we have it. There we have it. And what do I missed here? Yeah. 404, dead set on the same, mate. If I can't drip it down the guts, I'm not interested. Like that, drip it down the guts. I get a misfire out of this mod every now and then. And I think it's to do with the contacts. So look, that nothing fancy. Well, it probably was at the time, but yeah, that's a nice little. That's a nice little fucking vap, that and that. Whatever I did with the bottle, right in front of you. That divine is divine. It's a very, very, very nice liquid. Yeah, if you can't, and it's not postless, get better cotton. No, I'm not calling them out, man. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of it, mate. And there was days we had no choice. Train of thought just went straight out the fucking window. Old age. Get better cotton, mate. The best, the absolute best, in my opinion. And if you don't like it, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it, no matter how wrong you are. So, yummy. Yeah, Jem. You're right. You're right. But the truth is, everyone's in each to their own. And we all know that he can't wick for shit anyway. So let's be honest. Exactly, just Josh. That's exactly right. It works for my builds, and I can build as low as, and run at 40 watts on a little MTL tank, or I can go up to 900. .404, I fucking hate crackle. Despise it. Right? It's a case of fair enough, mate. Like I said, each to your own. I'd rather pay for what I got. And mate, Stu Valentine. I started on Muji cotton when I first started rebuilding. I used Muji cotton. Just Josh, you're not a crackle whore. You're just a whore. Full stop. And everyone has their own favorites, what they like. For me, like I said, it's Cloud9. It has never once ever let me down. I have no break in time. It lasts a very, very good amount of time as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, it handles the super high power. So fair enough. Breeze tones. You would have it manufactured, so it was a nice paper thin rollout, and you could just roll it as you went. Adam, you do everything your way, mate. You know what I mean? It's your way works. Well, we definitely know that, Jam. Definitely know that. He's tried playing that game with me and lost emphatically. Emphatically. Mind you, not many people vape the way I vape. Like it just is what it is. I'm more of an anomaly when it comes to that because of I like power. Yeah, fair enough, Jim. Absolutely. So next up, we are going to have a look at this. Now, like I said, this was secondhand, and it was very badly beaten up when I got it. Yeah. You, mate, if you want to vape 900 watts, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, Robert Lawyer, I'm the same. I'm exactly the same. The RTA for vaping is in my garage because Sandra can't stand the way that it crackles. And he didn't, and I didn't send him the big stack. I sent him a photo of the big stack, but the 7 stack, but that was the 5 stack that he played the video of. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to pull this apart, have a quick look at this. It's very, very, very simple. I'm dreading pulling it apart because I remember how much the last time I pulled apart, it did my head in putting the bastard back together. So, but it is what it is, and that's what we're here for. So I'll reset this camera. And I'll put on flip over cameras now that that's reset. We'll put on my Anthony Ramellas. I'll probably have to put a light on for this so I can see what the actual fuck I'm doing. Because if I remember rightly, there is only one grub screw in this, and that's at the front there. Now, is it a 1.5 or is it a 1.3? No, it's a 1.5. There you go. And you don't screw this out all the way. If I remember rightly, take that battery cap out. These were silver plated copper, and as you can see, it is extremely well worn. I'm more than happy to help you out, 404, but it's about doing it safely. So out comes that tube, and there's your fire bar. And when I got it, this fire bar was fucking mangled. And I mean mangled. It was horrendous. It was in terrible condition. As you can see, all the silver plating has worn off. Yeah, it was not nice. And as you can see, you've got a groove down in here for this fire bar to sit in. There is your Delrin insulator / brake to your top plate, which does come out. As you can see, there's your insulator, and there's your top plate. As you can see, Atom X. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I'm more than happy to do it. Put this back in. It just sits back in that recess. Atom X. Put the insulator back in. The button goes back in a certain way. That's it, or is it? No, it goes that way because the button, the fire bar, goes onto the button like so. It sits in that groove. Oi, oi. Great to have you here, mate. Thank you very much. So when you put it in, that groove has got to sit to the bottom. And you can't really see it, but in there is that groove. Yeah, absolutely. 404. Like I said, I don't have any problems with that. So when you put it back together, you've got to sort of like push that fire bar down to get it in, and you'll see it line up through that groove. And this is where the tricky part comes in, is lining it up so it goes into that button. And make sure that see, that's now bent. I can get that to pop back down. You've got to sort of bend the fire bar back down because it acts as the spring. So you got to make sure that that's traveling freely. Laid Back Vape Show, great to have you guys. I don't have my own Discord, Josh. I'm just on Discord in, I don't know, 8 or 10 different servers. But I just want to make sure that button, that fire bar is pushed right back down so that springs back properly. So I am just going to make sure that that's right home, all pushed back. See it's stuck in? That's what you got to be careful of. It's caught me out before. Okay, so if I push that down, tighten up that grub screw. That's a private server, 404, and yeah, there's no disrespect meant, but yeah, it's basically a closed server. Seems to be firing back. So we will. Well, what I might do, just to test it, make sure I'm safe. Just to make sure I'm safe, I'm going to test it with another different RDA that I already know is safe. And to make sure it's firing properly, we'll just put on the one we just built. Because, like I said, because this was so badly beaten up when I got it, I have had issues with it. I didn't pay a lot of money for it, I will say that. Yeah. Obviously, I'll scratch those threads, straightening that out. There we go. We're working. So take those batteries back off. Take that battery cap back off. And I have fucking damaged those threads when I was straightening out that fire bar, which is not a safe thing. Remembering that it is only copper and that the silver plating on this is not the best. So it's catching, so I will take that back off. And this is all part of maintenance of your mech mods. Uh, 404, definitely those two devices will handle a low build. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, super catch, Birdy. So I'm just going to go and run this. Excuse me. I'm just going to flip over cameras for a second because I'm just going to basically dress the threads up to stop them from catching. So just, yeah, winding them in and out because obviously when I was straightening out that fire bar, it has janked up those threads a wee bit, and I want it nice and clean. And copper being very soft, you have to be very careful. So I want it, yeah. I don't have a thread file. If I had a thread file, I'd be using a thread file. So I'm basically doing it with the threads of the battery cap. Just cleaning up where I've crushed the thread a little bit. Fat Daddy 404 is what you're looking for. You've got to look up Fat Daddy, not Beard Daddies, because you'll get a whole different website with Beard Daddies. But Fat Daddy was the upgrade kit, and I do believe there is some still floating around out in the wild. So just Josh, you're 100% there, mate. You're future proofing yourself. That's really hard to say with false teeth. Future proofing yourself with a good mechanical mod. So those threads are cleaning up nicely. This is a way of doing a poor man's thread file. Yeah, I've definitely fucking bent that up a bit. And 404, battery wraps should be checked, inspected every single time you use a mech mod. Every single time. Whether you're just taking it out of the charger or whatever the case may be, but every single time you should be checking your battery wraps. So all I'm doing here is just going backwards and forwards on the threads to make sure that they're nice and clean and that it spins freely. That's all I'm doing. Like I said, the person I bought this off did not look after this mech mod very well, and it was very rough. And I'll just get my little, wherever I did with it. It's here somewhere. I'm sure I used it this morning. There it is, my little brass brush. I'm just going to hit these threads a wee bit to see if there's any residue left on them, just to clean it off. Don't get your beard hair tangled up in your brass brush, Birdie. Pulls on your face. So there we have that. So, all right, I'll flip back over because that cameras are going to time out on me. I know that for certain. And we are going to build the Asgard Mini. V1. Be more specific, Birdie. And we're going to put some SteamCraft Customs in it because another fantastic coil maker. And if I can get that to sit there, get out of set. You don't need to see it. That can go over there. We'll get these coils out. So I'll have it prepped and raring to go. Beautiful. Get rid of the evidence. Have a toot while I'm here. Oh, yeah, man. It fucking hurt, Josh. Let me promise you. It fucking hurt. 400 vaping cotton only. The Cloud9 didn't survive that. I can promise you. So anyway, flippy ovary. And let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. Asgard V1 with slotted screws. So I need my slotted screwdriver. Is it that one? I think so. I think I'll get away with this, will I? Nope. Next one down. Put some hair around that hole. I might have half a shot. This poor Asgard has been beaten somewhere within an inch of its fucking life. It has been used and used and used and used and used. Because for the longest time, these were my favourite of all favourite RDAs. They were just so fucking spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Okay, because you've already got it out, you fucking buffhead. We'll start at 6 millimeters. I think it was 6 millimeters of these I did to do on these. And watch your eyes. Good job. Watch your eyes. Good job. Let's see how that sits in there at 6 millimeters. And that is absolutely fucking sensationally perfect. Bird's memory isn't as failing as bad as what he thought it was. But saying that, I did forget the drip. So I can't be bragging too fucking much, that's for sure. Oh, very nice, Nikki. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Let me know if you get any of the cooling out of that, because depending on the build that I use, I don't get any cooling. When I put it on a pretty wild ass series build, I get cooling. So I'm just curious of other people's opinions. Yeah, Nikki, I agree. I have you're going to count between the V1, V2 Asgards, but in V1s, I've got 3 30 mils and 2 25s. And in the V2s, I think I've got 3, maybe 4 in total. And then also I've got 1, 2 XLs. So I do have a number of them. But I will say and this probably goes against most people's grain, but that don't worry me. I do actually prefer the V1 Asgards. I know that's probably not everyone's thing, and yeah, fair enough, Nikki V. I don't get it in a single battery mech build, but when I use it on series, I do get the slightest, very, very, very slight hint of cooling. And that's still got to come that way a bit. Fuck me, I might have even got this somewhere near right. So giddy up. We're done with that. I'm going to leave that there for the minute. And let's get it up. Hip hop and happening on the world's most beaten up Odin. We're the world's most beaten up Odin. Yeah, I don't know about the juice well, but I don't know. I just think I get better flavour from it. I really hope that comes up, because that will be a wild ass build, let me tell you. I definitely ain't fucking telling you what that is. Well, we're firing and we're off and running. And these are just straight aliens from SteamCraft. Addy Rash like no other, 100% just Josh. And also e-liquid dripping all over it and not being cleaned up and etching into the top of the deck. Oh, good work, 404. Good work. Very, very, very good work. Sorry, I just had to do a clean up on aisle 3. Oh, that's what you find, Nicky? You find that the airflow is smoother? Yeah, fair enough, man. Look, like I said, each to their own. I don't know what it is. I think because I'd just gotten so used to the V1 and how the V1 worked, and I wasn't just quite as impressed with the V2. Just kick that power up a wee bit. It's only sitting at 20 watts, and I'll take it up to 25 and also reset that. Oh, fuck, that's got to come up. Reset that resistance. Having a kick chip, that's going to protect him. I've never used the kick chip, so my understanding is it's a little bit of protection, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm just going to check those grub screws to make sure that they are nice and tight. Oh, Brummy, how are you, my tin plate? Hope you're fantastic. Nice. I think we're finished with that now. Lovely blue in these coils. Lovely blue colour. See, just a bit of a hot spot in there. Must be one on this back coil. Yeah, there is. Can't see any more hot spots, but it's not colouring right out. Oh, we'll keep that power up. 36.5 watts. Looks like we're going. Oh no! Oh, you son of a gun! One right in there. Yeah, out you come. I have to take them up a little bit higher than I normally would. Or sorry, heat them up longer than I normally would. I should rephrase that. And we'll kick that up a bit higher again as they cool down. Up to 50 watts. We'll just check that resistance. And that's where they should be. Back and back. And we're off and racing again. And I'm not seeing any hot spots in there, so we will get that, let that cool down. And flippy ovary. Oh, better drip. Better drip. Don't want to go hitting 400 watts and it not playing nice because it fucking hurts. Let that saturate, and we'll go and have something else while that saturates. Right. Now, the other thing about me building as low as I build, as you can see, I've got 2, 4, 6, I have 8 setups on the desk. So I rotate. So my batteries get time to cool back down as well. So that's another thing. Oh, the birds are out already. So yeah, that there's so many variables. That's the reason why I don't discuss my resistance. I'm just not comfortable doing it. So and that's yummy. That's really yummy. I'll have to re-up on the Divine as well. Fuck, my bill with Jane's going to get bigger and fucking bigger and bigger. Anyway, well, they're just about cooled down. More of the Cloud 9. Flippy ovary. And skizzers. And about that. Oh, that was a miscut. About that much. Put the liddy back on. 3mm coils. Put your fucking eyes back on so you can see what you're doing, you silly old bugger. Take a little bit more of that off. I don't need that much there. And like I said, I can, because I've been using Cloud 9 for so long, I can actually feel in my fingers the what I think is going to be the right thickness. Yeah, beautiful. A little bit off that. Not much off this one. Or a little bit, must have been a little bit uneven. Yeah, that feels really nice. It's probably just a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. On the 45. Snippies. Put you in there. Let's give it a bit of a comb out, rake out, whatever you want to say it. Just a little bit of a, come on, way nice. You don't want to come that way, we'll get you from underneath. Just a little bit of a clumpy bit right through there. There we go, that gotcha. That gotcha. It goes just a little bit long. There we go. Oh, good on you, 404. If that's what you want, that's excellent. John Solomon's image not needed, mate. Image not needed. TMI, too much information, mate. And thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. That should be enough of that. I think. You're doing the windmill, John Solomons. If that's the case that you're doing a windmill, it's not going to generate much fucking water. I've heard it's a pretty fucking small windmill. Craig told me. Beautiful. There we have it. Tools away so I don't lose anything, which I'll probably do anyway. Cutting implements back up in that drawer. And my pliers. I really should get some padding for these drawers, I think. The sound is annoying. Okay. What am I going to put in this today? What am I going to put in this? I know what I haven't had for a bit. Let's put in some Mexican fried ice cream from Flavour Craver. I haven't had this for a bit, so we'll give that a crack. It's even the colour of fried ice cream. Okay, so just bring that wattage down and a bit further. I'll take it down to 25 watts just to get the cotton all saturated. Get it working its way into the center of those coils. Not enough to really create vapor, just enough to get absorption happening. And there we have him, by the looks of it. Just the tiniest little amounts of vapor. And get this cap on that way. Woohoo! Flavour Craver. Yeah, fair enough, John. Honestly, I'm just going to leave it alone. It's safer I leave it alone. Check airflow's open. Airflow's open. Battery in. Battery cap goes on. We have vapors. Get a little bit more in there. Take their Anthony Ramellas off. 404 Flavour Craver is not shipping internationally at the moment. There is a reason for that, and if they can discuss it. They know the finer points. I don't know the finer points why they're not shipping internationally at the moment. I do know, but I can't explain it well. It's to do, I think it's an EU thing. So, Josh, you're mad. That shit is cracked, mate. That Welsh custard, the Welsh custard, I've actually got in the FP, and it's fucking awesome. Really is. So anyway, there we have it. The Silvercraft Creations Atom X with an Asgard 25 more mini on top. Yummy. Yummy. Geiger Wang, coffee and ice cream. Let's go. And that coffee's just starting to turn cold. That blue slush is fucking divine. That's it, Johnny D. That is, I take that to work with me every day. I genuinely take that to work every day. Vap it every day. Yeah, it's rock solid, that blue slush. Oi, you just got to hit up ModFog Flavour Craver. Limelight Bliss with scones. Cheers. Enjoy, Adam. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, pleasure. Oi. We're all here. Fair enough, Johnny D. That was a little bit oversaturated. But that's okay. I can handle that. So there we have it, folks. I've gone through the whole kit and caboodle of what I'm going to do. Now, hopefully next week I will have had my delivery. Fingers fucking crossed, because, oh, excuse me, there is a fair amount of stuff that I've got to go through for next week. So it should be, it'll still be retro, but there's nothing wrong with old school. But I'll have some more stuff to play with. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It beggars belief, right? Shipping. Now, God bless Craig, the Punk Vapor. He sent a parcel to myself and sent a parcel to Tim No Zebras. And they left the UK the same day. Tim's is already delivered. Mine hasn't landed in Australia. Fucking figure that out. And 404, I've spoken to Will. I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet because of the conversion rate. Slick Pimp, good on you, brother. Replay crew, appreciate you, man. Yes, you are more special, Tim, because you lick your mechs. And you're older than me, so they think that it's got to get to you faster. So, but go, John, exactly. How does that make sense? 404. Yeah, we'll see. For me, with the conversion rate, it's over 400. By the time it gets shipped, it's over 400 of my dollars. So, got you, Tim. No. But yeah, it's over 400 of my dollars with shipping. So, but it's interesting, and I haven't seen any reviews of them or anything like that. But I am very, very, very curious about it. And the fact that it comes with the RDA interests me even more. So, yeah, that's got my curiosity anyway. Well, this is about time for this butthole, because I'm about to wind the show up. We've just hit the just about to hit the 2-hour mark, which is my limit. Want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have presenting it, doing this. And just want to say, yeah, thank you. Take care. Hopefully see you all again next week. I appreciate each and every one of you. And on that note, I'll say good night. Take care. Bye for now.
Banter